Hey guys, it's Meg. I am back this week with a new tarot reading for you. This is going to be our standard reading for the week, so if you're interested in finding out the message from your cards, let's tuck in, get a snack and a comforting beverage, and let's hang out. I do have several decks for you. We're going to start with some morning motivations. I say morning because I'm filming in the morning, but whenever this reading finds you, it is meant for you to see it, and hopefully the message that we start with will be what you need to get you through the rest of your time. We're going to be using several decks, but we're going to start with the Daily Crystal. However, before we get into the cards, I do have some housekeeping things with you, or to do with you. Number one, if you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons so you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. Number two, all of my social media and my links to my website will be in the description below, so if you want to get in touch with me outside of YouTube, you can. I'm happy to address comments and questions and concerns with you. There was something else. Oh, also, I think this was it, but we're going to, all of the decks I'm using will be linked in the description below as well, so, or at least listed. I think that's it, so let's get into the reading. If this reading is meant for you, you will find it. This reading is timeless and given in gratitude and appreciation for you being here and for the message that comes from the cards. So, as I kind of jumped the gun and started in here, we're going to be starting with the Daily Crystal by Heather Askinosie. Yeah, let's see what we have. For those of you that are new, I'm going to be pulling from the middle cards in the deck, and then I will be taking the bottom card and the top card as the hidden energy and the clarifying energy. So let's see what message comes out for us today. Okay. So the first card we have from the middle is Carnelian. Feed your creativity. Yeah, that's a very bright, very, I'm going to say fiery. Yeah, fiery stone. I love that. Oh, I love that. Right off the bat, we have a sense of passion, we have a sense of our own creativity, and because I'm getting such a fiery feel from this stone, we're starting right off the bat with a lot of passion and a lot of fire. Ooh, okay. So let's see where this goes. Yeah, let's see where this goes. So right off the bat, we have Carnelian. Next card, we have Jade. So this is asking us to be the bigger person. Okay, so you know how I talked about this being a very fiery card? There's a lot of passion, and you might be experiencing a situation that's triggering a lot of emotions, maybe not all positive emotions, okay? And you're being asked to perhaps let some things go that aren't solving the situation, aren't serving the situation. Maybe this isn't a situation you can easily navigate without feeling your feeling in some kind of way about it. And there may be a tendency for you to want to act very petty, in a very cruel and mean-spirited way. But the fact You know, you feel a lot. You are very deeply passionate, okay? But there needs to be a little bit of a filter. You know, what I'm doing right now when I get nervous or panicky, I'm starting to ask myself, what's happening objectively, and what am I making that situation mean to me? All right, so maybe that's going to help you out here. Again, there's a lot of creativity, there's a lot of passion here, and I think that's what this fire energy can be used towards, you know, especially in the positive. But because this needs to be calmed down, you're being asked to figure out how to use this fire energy positively, especially if you're a creative person like that. I hope that makes sense. But there is a situation here that you're being called to filter your petty a little bit. Again, I hope that makes sense. I don't mean to offend anybody with that, but that's how I'm seeing it. If you have any feedback on that, please let me know, and we'll see how that happens. So we have one more from the middle. We have Labradorite, see the magic. So I'm going to interpret this, given that we're talking about a situation that's triggering some passionate emotion. I'm going to interpret this as asking you to see the positive in the situation, even if it's not readily obvious, okay? Another thing that came to mind is that you also have the ability to make your own magic and create the kind of things you want, the kinds of things you want to see in your reality. In order to do that, you know, you have to see your own ability. You have to see your own magic in that. And that's not easy. That is very hard. That is, yeah, it's not easy, especially given this situation. You know, I say this a lot on my channel, but I'm prone to panic attacks occasionally. And this is what I'm saying, you know, what's going on around me, what's happening around me objectively. What am I making that mean? Okay. Maybe this seeing the magic is seeing the reality of your situation, seeing what objectively is going on, and how you can use this energy to potentially calm this situation, but also progress yourself forward. Again, if that makes sense. So, see the magic. This is Labradorite. Let's move on to our hidden energy and our clarifying energy. And yeah, let's see what's going on with that. So, our hidden energy will be garnet. What did I say before? We have passion. Ignite your passion with this garnet energy. So I feel like because this is coming up, there might be a sense of stuckness, a sense of not being ready or stable in your situation, and you have so much coming into you at once that it's hard to figure out where to put all of these components, right? I mean, you're trying to slot the puzzle together, and it's not coming together. Again, the stuckness, you're being called to see your own magic or see the magic around you. Maybe with this jade asking us to be the bigger person, you're being asked to let go of what isn't serving you anymore, because you have so much creative energy and so much creative passion, okay? again, this is where I'm sensing a bit of stuckness, because there's so much on your plate, there's so much you have to do, so much you want to do, so much you need to be, so much you need that, yeah, they're stuck. They're stuck. It's blocked. What do we do with it? Okay, here's our hidden energy. Let's find our clarifying energy and see how we can ignite our passions. Okay, so I love this card is coming up. We have appetite. This is asking us to get out of our comfort zone. I knew it. I knew it. We're stuck in a comfort zone. We are stuck in a rut because nothing in our comfort zone is actually allowing us to grow. We're blocked. We're hemmed in. We can't stretch. Okay? There's nothing allowing us to really get into our depth and get out of our head. Why am I getting Lil Jon's Get Out of Your Mind, I think is the song. We have to move. We have to get out of our comfort zone because this is blocking us. The gate is chained shut, and it's chained on our side of the fence. We have the key. We can unlock the gate and go. Okay? It's weird and it's uncomfortable. I get it. But we got the magic. We have the passion. We have the ability to let that go. But more importantly, we have the magic. We just have to see it. Okay? We just have to see it. Okay. So, this is our last card out of the motivational part of this. Let's get into some tarot and see how we can get out of our comfort zone. Okay? So, let's get some cards. Okay, so we're going to start with the Tarot Pack by Mystic Meg. I'm showing you the book because I don't really have a manageable box for this deck. So, yeah, let's see. Come on now. Okay, let's see what we can come up with for our tarot message. Okay, it's going to be in shambles. My workspace isn't necessarily the neatest right now, so here we go. All right, so as a continuation of appetite, we are going to get some cards here. First card we have is the Hermit. Okay, so we need to step back a little bit and do some reflecting on where we want to go, what we want to do, who we want to be. Okay, there's some things in our space that have dimmed our light, and this is why we got that Jade card. We need to let that go. We need to step back so we can reignite our lamp. And this is where this is such an important call to action sometimes, because the world's going through some shit. I'm not going any further. Don't ask what I mean by that. You already know. Okay. But this is a call to action for us in terms of getting ourselves ready to leave the gate, leave the comfort zone. It's scary. It's weird. It doesn't feel good. Because it's what we know. What's on the other side of that gate? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. You gotta go find it for yourself. Gotta go find it for yourself. Here's the Hermit. Next card. Okay, yeah, we have the Lovers. We have a choice between head and heart. Do we follow this thing up here? Do we follow this thing in here? Sometimes these just don't jive, but we have a choice. I have seen this card mean things like sex, romance, other things like that. Ultimately, it's a choice. And, it's a choice that you make. And ultimately, or at least my hope is that you make the choice that's going to make you happiest in the end, what serves your highest good. But again, the energy feels like it's head versus heart. So what do you follow? I don't know. Let's see what other cards may answer this question. So, next card, we have the Chariot. This is interesting because I'm getting all major arcana cards, and this is a big situation. This is a really big situation, but ultimately, you have the power to drive your car. You have the power to drive yourself forward, okay? What do we get out of this? We have passionate energy here. So much creativity and so much passion with the Garnet card. Also, a lot of magic. There's a lot of potential with this situation, okay? And you have the power to harness it. You have the power to harness it. But staying in your comfort zone won't let you do that. It's not it. It's not it, okay? You know what to do. Again, do you stay or go? Do you stay with your comfort, what you know, who you are? Or, you're looking out past the gate. It's like, I want to know what that is, but I'm scared of that. Do I know what it is yet? No. There it is. There it is. Listen to what I just said. If you don't know what it is and you're afraid of it, maybe that's the motivation you need. I don't know. Let's see what our hidden energy and our clarifying energy might have to say to that. Okay. One more shuffle. Yeah, we have the Earth Prince, or the and I say Knight of Pentacles. We're taking action in growth. We're taking action in growth. And I think that is so important for us because we're being asked to do something scary. We're being asked to do something major. And sometimes that, let me give you an example. I'm going to France. We already know. But I am starting to get nervous. There's no reason for me to be nervous. I think what those nerves are is excitement. But I have a lot to do, and I'm A, B, and C. It hasn't been done just yet. Okay, all right. It's time to take action. I woke up having a panic attack because I bought a piece of luggage that I don't think is going to be big enough. But I'm not bringing my entire wardrobe with me, so why am I freaking out? I don't know. I haven't had to plan something this big before. There's not a trip this big that I've had to plan for. So, what's this? I don't know. I'm getting out of my comfort zone with this, okay? And I have to take action because nothing's going to happen in order to do that, okay? But I also need to remember that I'm strong enough to harness that creative energy and move myself forward, okay? It's time to take action so you can grow past that comfort zone. All of that to say, right? Okay? So, we're in a growing pattern. We're in a pattern of change and transformation. Let's see what our clarifying energy is. We have the Tower. Okay, so things are going to change. Things are definitely going to change. And it's scary. And things are falling apart. Things you know and are comfortable with are falling apart. Okay? Um, it's weird. It's weird. You feel like you were crumbling, and things are changing. But I always like to put a positive spin on this card because this is saying that there's still value in the rubble. Okay, if you have this card coming out, you can rebuild. You have the dang foot to stand on because you're strong. I'm gonna say it, you're a badass. And you know what to do, okay? You are growing through what you are going through. And, you know, even if you lose, even if it feels like you lose everything in this, you haven't lost all of it. Okay, there's still value in the rubble. There's still lessons to be learned, and hopefully when you see the magic of your situation, I say magic, it might not feel like that, and I fully acknowledge that. Okay, but when you see your progress, this is gonna feel small. This isn't gonna feel as big and scary. Okay. So here's the tower. Here's our clarifying energy. Okay. So, moving on from that, we are now going to continue the story with the Crystal Tarot by Jayne Wallace. Okay. It's an interesting box. I'm going to sidetrack the reading a little bit. It's an interesting box, a side opener, so yeah, I just wanted to make that comment. Nothing to do with the reading, but here you go. Okay, so continuing the story of our tower, let's see what else we can do to continue this story. Okay, so the first card from the Crystal Power, we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so right off the bat with this, you're feeling trapped and scared. I don't blame you, right? I don't blame you. Look at that. That's... okay. Okay. All right. What's up here? No, I don't like this. Yeah. You're trapped. You're feeling trapped. Here's a little secret, though. You have the Chariot energy around you, okay? You have the power. You're being told with this reading that you are magic incarnate, you are energy incarnate. You have the power and the drive to release yourself from this situation. Now, it's not obvious with this card, but in some of the other, like especially in the Rider-Waite Tarot, there'll be a figure or a character that's kind of bound in and, tied, and they're blindfolded. They don't see that the gate's open, the door's open. They can move. Their legs are not bound, okay? And you can't see that I'm tapping the top of my leg here. Their legs are not bound. They might not be able to see. They might not be able to necessarily move well, but they can move. Okay? And the fact that you have the Chariot coming out, the fact that you're being called to see your own magic and be the bigger person in this situation. Let go of certain things in this situation. You've Eight of Swords. More like no swords. Duh. You got this. You got this. You can move. You can get out. So there's your Eight of Swords energy. First card out. What else? We have the Ace of Cups. Something emotional is beginning here, and it's... Okay, this Eight of Swords here is triggering some emotions. And, you know, we've already known that you have a lot of passion, a lot of, we've already known that you have a lot of passion. This is going to help you grow emotionally and hopefully spiritually. Definitely emotionally and definitely spiritually. I'm gonna put a positive spin on this. Also, let's go back to the Eight of Swords real quick, because there's a tagline on this that says, I release myself from self-inflicted binds. This situation is what you are making of it. So let me ask you this. What is objectively going on around you? And what are you making it mean to you? Okay? Maybe asking those questions will help you release yourself from the Eight of Swords. Okay? The tagline for this is, I welcome new love and trust what it brings. Okay? Something is starting, especially where it comes to your emotions. Whatever that looks like for you, whatever the situation looks like for you, don't forget that you still have the Chariot out of here. You know, you got a lot. You've got a lot on your plate, but you know you can make the choice. Okay? You have it. You have it. Right? Ace of Cups, you're growing. And it's a new opportunity for you. So, Ace of Cups. There we go. Next card, we have the Four of Cups. So there's some dissatisfaction around you. There is some things that you're refusing or saying no to at this time because perhaps something better is coming along. That doesn't mean you should be saying no to doing everything. Right, but there is something on your heart that's saying, no, option A is not what I need to be doing right now. Option B isn't what I need to be doing right now. But you know, option C, maybe this is what I'm meant to do right now. It requires you to trust what's on your heart, right? And in fact, the tagline for this is, I listen to my heart and follow my knowing. So this is about acknowledging the dissatisfaction you're feeling, but also trusting your heart that you know how to ease what's going on. I don't know why the Four of Pentacles came up for me, but I was about to interpret this as open up a little. Stop being so stingy. I still think it works because, you know, you're blocking yourself off a little bit, rightfully so. And again, you know, we have the Lover's card in the last portion of the reading too. So trust what you know, because you know that won't steer you wrong. Even if you make a mistake, you made the decision that was best at the time. So there's the Four of Cups. So let's leave that portion of the reading there, and let's get our clarifying and our hidden energy. All right, you know what? We had a card fly out, but it kind of got itself back into the deck. So hopefully the card we get next is going to give us the full picture. It will give us a full picture. Don't underestimate your cards, by the way, guys. All right. One more shuffle. Cut. All right. We have Page of Swords. Did we not get the Knight? No, that was the Knight of Pentacles. So the Page of Swords is, I take care of the detail and stay in control. Again, you were looking at objective details. You were looking at what's actually going on in the situation, and understanding what you're making it mean to you, right? Okay, all right. there's a lot on your plate. You have a lot to juggle, and it's overwhelming. But you're very much a detail-oriented kind of person, and you know how to look for what those things mean. Also, since we're talking about change, look at the motif on that. There's some butterflies here. You were transforming. You're transforming a lot, and even better than that, there's a lot of movement in this art piece, right? Here's how I get there. Swords are associated with air, and this is how I'm getting very much about the mind, about being, about being hemmed in. This is also maybe a mental entrapment that you're not too sure how to get yourself out of, okay? But here's the thing. You can with that Eight of Swords, but you're doing that by understanding the details, what they mean, how they play a part in the larger story, and that's giving you perspective. So yeah, here's a Page of Swords. Typically, I would interpret the Page of Swords as someone who's applying lessons learned in this mental and intellectual pursuit. So I think that's to your advantage. So here's the Page of Swords, and that was our hidden energy. So our clarifying energy, the Ten of Cups. Oh yeah, take a breath. Take some happy time energy here, because you have worked your booty off to get here. There's a lot of love and light and satisfaction. You finally feel at home, and you are sated in the energy that you've really given yourself the opportunity to feel. You wouldn't have gotten there had you stayed trapped, or had you stayed in your comfort zone, okay? Yeah. The gates open, and you've gone and you've discovered all of this treasure, all of this emotion, all of this beautiful, amazing energy. Maybe it's a new love. If that's the case, my heart's full, and I'm very happy for you right now. Yeah, Ten of Cups. Let me read you the tagline on that. I have all I wish for in my relationships. Did I not just say there's a new romance on your horizon? Maybe that romance is with yourself. You've discovered new energies about yourself. Excuse me. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I had to sneeze. But you've definitely discovered new and happy energies, and I'm really, really excited for you during this time, because you've worked for this. Okay, you have worked so hard for this. Now let's see how we can continue that story, because I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. Yes. Okay. Alrighty then, my friends. So, we are going to move into the Tarot of the Divine by Yoshitani. You already know what I'm going to say, so let's just get into the cards. Okay, come on now. Okay. Look at the art design on that. Let's see. Look at that. Stunning card. That's not the card we're gonna work with necessarily, but let's see how we can continue the Ten of Cups story. Okay. Same routine. Alrighty. First card, Nine of Cups. Okay, I'm getting chills, and that is a good sign, because you have worked so hard to get yourself to the satisfaction that you deserve. You've done something a lot of people would be scared of, right? They want to stay with what they know. They want to yeah, they just want to stay with what they know. But you've challenged that perception for yourself. You've challenged what you know in specific and what other people know about you, maybe. You've let emotions in that are really kind of frightening, okay? Because, you know, especially if you're in a new romance, that can be very vulnerable, and you're being asked to be very vulnerable. But that Nine of Cups, baby, you have worked your butt end off to get yourself happy and satisfied. You know, it might, things change all the time, don't forget that. But for now, take a little bit of time to assess your progress, because you have done so many good and beautiful things, and you deserve the chance to celebrate. Okay, so here's the Nine of Cups, and I don't know. Look at the smile on this person's face. They're definitely celebrating, right? They're definitely celebrating. Okay, so Nine of Cups. Next card. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. I hate when I forget cards like that. I'm gonna do something I have not done in quite a while. I'm gonna look up the meaning. I'm genuinely embarrassed that I have to do this, but okay, yeah, no, that's right. You've done a lot of work. I can't believe I don't remember that. Anyway, you've done a lot of work to get yourself into a place of satisfaction and happiness, okay? There's a lot of emotion here. But there's still some lingering anxiety and nerves. And I'm sorry to see it, but it kind of makes sense. Because, and the phrase I want to use here is, to every light there is a shadow, okay? To every light, to every moment of happiness, there may be a shadow. And that's not to say that, you know, yes, acknowledge that it's there, but don't dwell in it. Because all that's doing is allowing the shadow to overtake what you've worked for, okay? Again, I'm sorry to see this. To put a better and positive spin on it, you have worked so hard to get past this nervous energy, okay? Again, you've done something that a lot of people would be shitting themselves over trying to do. But, you know, the point is, it's their journey, and it's their, it's their journey to go on, just as it has been your journey to get yourself past this. So, there's the Nine of Swords. Again, I'm embarrassed I had to look that up, but let's see what other cards we can pull that will clarify this reading for us. We have the Knight of Coins, Knight of Earth. Okay, we're growing through what we're going through. There's the message, okay? All of this has been for us to grow and change and make positive energies for that. It makes space for positive energy is how I meant to say that. Yeah, Nine of Coins. Let me pull that other card out for you. Earth Prince. So there's a lot of opportunity here to grow what we have, grow what we have. Right now, I think knowledge is our best currency, because we didn't have a whole lot of that before we opened that gate. Knowledge is our best currency. We're taking action on what we know, and we're going to use that to grow past this anxiety and this nervousness, okay? We're growing through what we're going through. Okay, let's leave that message there. Let's see what we can do to find our hidden energy and our clarifying energy. Again, that's the top and bottom cards. So we'll wrap it up after we get those energies coming out for us. Okay, so, alrighty. So the first, okay, we have the Queen of Swords coming out as our hidden energy. This is someone who's smart, who is observant, who is protective. They're prepared. They're definitely prepared, perhaps, for the worst. And they definitely have their guard up. I feel like this might be speaking to you as the subject of this reading, because you've been through a lot with this reading. This has kind of been a heavy reading. There's been some injection and positivity here, and I'm happy to see it. But you've done something that a lot of people would be afraid of. But I think it might be time to let the sword come down a little bit, because you're not in any danger. You've driven the cart. You've pushed past all of what's been in your way. And in fact, with the Chariot card, I always get the chariot racing scene out of Ben-Hur, and that might just be specifically me. But because you've been driving that cart forward so quickly, other people have had to get out of your way. Okay? You can bring the sword down. It's okay, because you're not in any danger. They'll move for you. You have the power and the passion to make that happen. Okay? So, there's our Queen of Swords. There's our hidden energy. Ultimately, this is an energy of preparation, and you have done the work to do that. So, that's our hidden energy. Our clarifying energy is the Five of Swords. Just kidding, that's Wands. Five of Wands. Yeah, there's some conflict and some drama, but like I said, you've prepared for this to happen. No, it's not comfortable. No, it's not. It's not easy. It's not comfortable. But you've done the preparation, and it's the kind of thing that you're having to fight, but you don't need to. You don't need to. It happens, conflict happens. Five of Wands happens all the time. Okay, and you don't have to be as on your guard as you think you have to be, because who's driving the cart? Who has the passion to get through it? Who's tested that comfort zone? Maybe, and I say this, and this thought's been kind of whirring in my head when I got this, the people that don't want to see you succeed are the people that are holding you back. Obviously, right? When you start testing and challenging other people's perceptions of you as a person, of the situation happening around you, there are going to be people who don't want you to do that, who don't like you because you're doing that. Maybe the question is, why can't you just conform? Why can't you just go along with this? Why can't you be person A? Person A over here is doing what we want them to do. You're not person A. You're person Z. Yeah, it's the last letter of the alphabet, but it's not person A. You are your own person, and you are occupying your own space. So guess what? this conflict ain't shit. The people in this conflict ain't shit, because you have grown so much. You have grown past their perception of your comfort zone. And if they don't like what they're seeing, it's their call to action to grow past what their perception is telling them of the situation. Okay? You have worked hard, and yes, this is happening. But you have already done the work, and you have prepared as well as you can to manage this situation. Okay. I'll let that hang for a little bit. I hope that reading made any sort of sense. If you like what you saw, you know what to do. Okay, sorry. You know what to do if you like what you saw in this reading. If you want to get in touch, please let me know. And I will see you very, very soon. I just remembered that other housekeeping thing. I do take private readings if you guys want to see more from me in that regard. If you guys want some help one-on-one, let me know. Link in the description. Okay, I'm signing off now, guys. I will see you very soon. I love you all, and stay safe. Mwah. Bye, everybody.